Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. Hi, my name is Erin. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Erin. I just said that. And this is my channel where I talk about all things makeup, books, and movies. So if you're interested in any of those topics, stick around. I always link videos down in the description box so you can check those out. And if you're returning, thanks for clicking on another video. I'm so glad you're back. Let's hop into this video where we're talking about the Sephora spring sale, which always comes around in the spring, usually like in the first couple weeks of April, and I always participate. This year I am Rouge again, so I had 20% off. So we're going to be hopping into the things that I bought and also doing some demos for these things, all pretty fairly new products and some other little things that I picked up. And this will be like my first haul. I don't know if I'm going to buy anything else actually, because I'm trying to be really good this year, but there are a few more things that I want to pick up, and it's the perfect time to do so because I have 20% off, as well as Sephora has 30% off on their collection as well. So well, let me not talk too long for this intro, you guys. If you like videos like this, then give it a thumbs up by the end, and also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. But without further talking, let's just hop into the video. Alright, you guys, let's hop into the products and all the information. So first of all, the Sephora Spring Sale, or it used to be called the Sephora VIB Sale, but Sephora Spring Sale is what they call it now, is where they give a percentage off if you're in the Insider program, and there's different levels. Depending on how much you spend in the year or the previous year is what your status is, or by the time the sale comes around, however much you have spent. So to be an insider, you just need to sign up. Anybody can be an insider, and you get 10% off, which is nice in the case of if you want to buy more expensive things. That 10% off can be great. You know, in some cases 10% off is not that much. Sometimes you can honestly find better deals just by going onto the site of the product, because a lot of sites will also have spring sales or sales around this time, kind of probably as a competition to Sephora, let's be honest. But you know, it just depends. But you do get that 10% off, and in case you are looking at something and eyeing something that you won't get discounted in any other time, this is the perfect time to do that, or stock up on your staple products as well. Then the next level is VIB. I think you have to spend $500 to be a VIB. I'm pretty sure. I think that's accurate. If I'm remembering, I was VIB for my first year when I had this sale. I had spent up about that much, and I had 15% off of purchases. And then for the past few years, I've been Rouge, which is 20% off. And I think you have to spend $1,000 per year to be Rouge. I think $1,000 or $1,500, one of those. So I do purchase a lot of makeup. I don't know if I'm going to make it to Rouge this year. It might, I don't know, but I'm trying to really lower down my spending on products. But I do really enjoy Sephora, and if I can get something from Sephora, I will, or from Ulta, because I do like Ulta's point system a little bit more. But Sephora does have a lot of the products that I really like. I mean, I do like those luxury products, and a lot of my favorite brands are featured at Sephora. For example, Rare Beauty, which is not even a really expensive brand, but it's kind of a mid-tier, but it has some really great products. So it just depends on what you really like. Anyways, let's get past that and get into what I actually bought for this time. I did not do too much. This is a modest haul. This is a modest thing. I know there's, you know, some videos where people were like, I spent like blah, 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 this much. No, I'm not doing that. I've already told you guys I'm trying to really lower my spending on makeup this year and really do better so far this year. I think this today I got one eyeshadow palette. I think I've only bought maybe like a few eyeshadow palettes this entire year. I just bought the Avatar times ColourPop palette, and before that I bought the Angelica Nyquist and Odin's Eye palette, and I really haven't bought any other palettes this year besides those, unless I think I bought one from Ulta as well, a mini ColourPop one, but that one I got with my points. So I've been trying not to spend any money really on palettes because I have so many, but I went ahead and got this guy during the sale. The sale started for Rouge members on April 1st, and then for everybody else it's been slowly being staggered out. And so if you're Rouge, you got to shop a little bit earlier. And so I went ahead and picked up the Natasha Denona Pastel Palette. Now I just got this, I want to say I got this package yesterday or the day before. Actually came fairly quickly. What is today? I don't know what today is, but I know it didn't take that long. But this palette is the newest Natasha Denona palette, and it's actually her midi size, so it's the $65. And I kind of feel like a clown right now for getting this, because I've said in videos previously that I will not be buying any more pastel palettes because they just don't, a lot of the times I just feel like they look really pasty and don't show up on me very well. But I know there are tricks and things to do with the pastels, but I feel like this could be a really great companion palette, as well as I just really like Natasha Denona's palettes and her formulas, and I really enjoy the brand overall, and I do like to buy her palettes. I'm not going to be like, I've gotten over that completionist kind of thing I had at one point. I'm not going to try to buy every single palette, and that would be impossible now because some of the palettes have, I think, been discontinued. But I do have a sizable Natasha Denona collection. I have quite a few of her large ones, which are 135 or 130. I have quite a few of the midi size, which are the $65 ones, which is what this is, and then I have quite a few of her 5 pans and also the minis. So I do really enjoy Natasha Denona. I enjoy her products a lot, and I really enjoy the palettes. So I was debating on getting this. I didn't pick it up when it first came out, because this came out quite a few weeks ago, actually, in March. But I didn't pick it up right away because I just knew, for me, the pastels was just not my favorite thing. And although I really like the color story and I think the pastel shades are beautiful, I just know, for me, the pastel shades don't always work out. But because I got the 20% off, I went ahead and picked this one up, you guys. So we're going to create a look with this today. Hopefully it goes well. Let's not put our hopes down. You know, we're not going to be pessimistic. I'm going to prime with this Beauty Pie primer because it's a bit whiter, and we'll try this one out. Palette. Next thing I bought were the Sephora reusable cotton, like, what do you call these, pads? Yes. And so you can actually wash these, and so they're just what they say they are, cotton pads. Use these. I'm so glad I got these because now I don't have to keep buying cotton balls and wasting them and you know, causing a lot of waste and whatnot. I know you can recycle those, I believe, which I do have a recycling bin. I need to recycle them, but now I don't have to do that at all because I have these, and these are 100% cotton. You can put them back in the bag and just toss them into the washer and wash them. So I'm super glad to have these because now I don't have to create waste, and I also will not have to keep buying cotton pads, and when I run out of them, not having anything to use. And I'll use these with my like toners and things. So I know you don't have to use a toner with a cotton ball, but I'd like to, so I'm glad to have that. But let's go ahead and move on to the next makeup product, which is, so I went ahead and picked up this one. This is the Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. This was $29, and I got it at Sephora, obviously, and I got 20% off, which is nice to have 20% off anything. It does have broad spectrum SPF 20 sunscreen, but of course always keep your regular sunscreen underneath, even when the foundation has sunscreen in it. And it is I got this shade 38 in, so I'm really hoping that this is a good match. I really do, like I said, love Rare Beauty. It's one of my favorite brands. I've been hearing some good things about this, but also some mixed things as well, so hopefully this will work for me. But let's go ahead and prime, and then we'll try this out. All right, y'all, so off camera I went ahead and primed with the Rare Beauty primer. This one has a very much like luminous finish to it. What is this even called? Let me see. The Always Optimist Illuminating Primer. It's a obviously base primer, and it does have a little bit of a luminosity to it, and I do have like a little mini size, so I don't have a huge one, but I got this as a sample, and I wanted to try this out. Now we're gonna hop into this. I do have their original foundation, which I did really enjoy, and I do have their concealer as well, which I really enjoy as well. I haven't used the foundation in a minute, but I did really like it. So let's go ahead and hop into this. I hope this is a good shade and good match. All right, you guys, coming back after having put on the tint, definitely can say this is definitely a tint. Like, I can still see a lot of my skin peeking through. Like, I have some discoloration on my cheeks. I can definitely still see it. It did even everything out, and it looks very like smooth. It looks very illuminating. It looks really nice on the skin. Having first applied it, of course, obviously had to see how it wears throughout the day, but as of right now, I like the way that it looks, and I do like the way it applied with the sponge. So I'm excited about this. I'm hoping that it'll look good the entire day and wear nicely. But for this one in particular, I will have to say this reminds me a lot of the tinted moisturizer, tinted foundation, whatever you want to call it, from Undone Beauty, which I think I've decluttered, but it was one of my favorite tinted like products, base products that I've had, especially when I first started my collection. Very affordable, and that one in particular, the texture of this reminds me of that so much. Even the packaging reminds me of it, because it was also like a drop packaging as well. That one I decluttered because it was getting older, and also the packaging was not really good at keeping the product inside. It was really messy, so I ended up decluttering that one. I might actually still have it, but I haven't used it in a long time. But I think I decluttered it. But it reminds me so much of this, and actually it makes me want to go get that one again, because I really did like that one. And hopefully this is, I mean, if I already have this, I don't need to buy that one, but I think this might be a good little dupe for that one. That one doesn't have a lot of shades either, and I think this has a lot more shades, but it was very, very thin and very, very light. Not light, very, very, very what is the word I'm looking for? Like, it doesn't have a lot of coverage, light coverage, very, very light coverage, which means that it'll fit across a lot of different skin tones. And this, very, very light coverage. Like, this is a light coverage thing. It doesn't have a whole lot of coverage. So that might not work for everybody. I know some people were like, why would I even put on base if it's going to give me barely any coverage? I might as well just go barefaced. And I definitely get that sentiment. But I do like a light coverage tint on some days, and then sometimes I like to go full coverage or full bead or medium coverage. I prefer to stay in the medium to light coverage, but I do sometimes like a full coverage as well, especially with some of this discoloration and things. But this works for me on a day-to-day basis because it just evened everything out. It looks nice, and I have to say the color is pretty solid. It might be a tad warmer than my neck right now, but I haven't really got a lot of sun recently. But yeah, I like the way it looks so far, and I'm satisfied with that. All right, you guys, I went ahead and put on some cream bronzer with one of my favorite, Le Beige by Chanel. This is in $3.95 Soleil Tan Deep Bronze. One of my faves, although they do need to add some more shades. And that's because we're going to be going also in with a cream blush. This is the Huda Beauty Cheeky Tint Blush Stick. This is fairly new from Huda Beauty, another brand that I'm really loving as of actually not even recently, but I just love. I think Huda does an amazing job with the majority of her products, and I think she's getting better and better. So this I was super excited about, because I was like, I can't wait to see where she goes with this. And I think that okay, wow, well, that's live on camera. That's happening right now. Okay, so the cream part of this just fell out and got on my pants, on my jeans, which I was gonna be going somewhere after this. That's fabulous. Wow. Okay, well, I hope that comes out of my really nice jeans that I love. I'm leaving this in. This is what happens, you guys. This is real life. Okay, so alrighty, well, apparently maybe this melted a little bit or was not placed in here very well, because this whole thing just completely just came right on out of the container when I opened it. I didn't open it hard or anything. I just, it clicks off, so you have to kind of pull. Let me not get it on me again. So that's unfortunate. It got on my pants, but we're still going to try it out. This is not going to stop the show here. I'll just change my pants. Not a big deal. Wash them. Hopefully this comes out, because, makeup stains are challenge to get out of clothes at times. All right, that looks better. So we got under eyes concealed. Now let's go into the cream blush. So I got this Huda Beauty Cheeky Tint blush stick in the shade Coral Cutie, and we already had issues with it popping out, but besides that, I really do like the packaging. I think it's really cute to have this completely monochromatic packaging, and then we got the simple, standard black Huda Beauty box. I'm watching a drama from Pakistan, and one of the characters is named Huda. I don't know why I just randomly said that, but it just popped in my head. But anyways, this cost $25, and $25 for a cream blush is not entirely too far-fetched and too out of the, you know, range of what a lot of cream blushes go for. I know you can get some really great affordable drugstore cream blushes though for a lot cheaper, so this definitely has, you know, to have, you know, a really great formula to be worth that $25, especially because I found a lot of, like I said, affordable cream blushes, and I've also found some that are more high-end that I really love. It just depends on the formula and how it performs to see if it'll be a favorite. Obviously we'll try it out and continue to try it out, so let's go ahead and hop into this. I'm just going to apply it right to the face, and I like to do a kind of like a C shape or like a curved L with my cream blush. That's just my vibe. And I'm going to use the same sponge I used foundation and concealer bronzer with to blend out the cream. This is a bright color. Alright, that cream blush really sheared out. It went on really pigmented. It kind of sheared out quite a bit. Not to say that I don't dislike that. I do really like the amount of color that it has on here. I could even go a little bit more, but I'm going to leave it at how it is right now. I do like a very like pop-in cream blush or blush in period, because that's just my vibe. I love the blush. Blush is like one of my favorite things. But I think this is really pretty as it is right now. I wonder how it will look if you did it with the fingers. Let's try just adding a little bit more and blending it out with the fingers and see if that'll leave a little bit more of the pigment there, maybe. Yeah, I think if you blend it with the finger, you might get a little bit more of the pigment stay in there versus if you use a sponge. I know the sponge will soak up some of the pigment, obviously. But yeah, I like the way it looks. I like the color. Let's go ahead and I'm going to finish the rest of my stuff off after finishing my face. And I'm super excited about these products. I'm so glad to have them. The last thing I got was like a sample, you know, get some samples from Sephora. Always get your samples. I got this little mini spray. I love to get fragrance samples because I'm not huge on buying fragrances. I'm trying to change that, so I've got my small collection of fragrances right here. Some of them are cheaper, some of them are more affordable, and I have a whole bunch of samples right here. And I do the samples because like these things last a long time, number one, but also it can help me prepare for when I want to buy something bigger. This is from Ralph Lauren. It's called Romance. It smells really good. But I have quite a few little ones. I have some mini ones from like Versace and things over here as well. But anyways, what I'm saying is that was my last product. Oh, I like that. That smells good. It's kind of strong. It smells really nice. Very good. Okay, so let's go through the products. I really enjoyed this so far. Only did a couple shades, but I like the look I have today, and I'll keep trying it. Actually, it showed up really nice and pigmented. I did use a whiter base, which is not my favorite thing to do, but that's what you have to do with the pastels. And actually, this like is really this look is really pretty, so I'll continue trying this out. I'm really curious to see if this yellow shades down here is going to show up on me, or like this like really bright pink shade here, so we'll see. I also really like the foundation, or not foundation, I'm sorry, tinted moisturizer so far, but we will have to see how it wears. I put a little bit of powder on just because I am going to be probably heading out in a minute, and I do want this makeup to last, and so that just kind of helps. So I put on the Kosa's Cloud Set powder. I did have the Rare Beauty loose powder that came out with not so long ago, but the shade I bought was too dark, so I ended up giving it away. The cream blush I really like so far. I feel like it's really pretty. It's really like more like natural looking than I thought. I think you can really build it up, but I'm not going to build it up today. And then lastly, the cotton swabs, the cotton pads I didn't really use today in this video, but I know I'm going to enjoy those. So that's my little haul from Sephora this time, you guys. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit the like button down below, and I'll check you guys out in the next video. Possibly be another haul from Sephora. I don't know yet. I know now Sephora does some sites same day delivery, which I'm like wanting to try that out just to try it. So I might be doing another little shopping spree from Sephora during this sale. But anyways, that's going to be it for this haul and this video. So I'll check you guys out in the next video very soon. Stay safe.